Hey everyone, so it has been a minute since I have filmed. If I was popular by any means, I would do a life update because so much has happened. So firstly, I got into a journalism grad school program, so I moved to Montreal. Moving to Montreal means that I'm now about 8 hours away from my parents, 10 hours away from all of my friends, which also became like family to me. And I am alone in a new city, which is incredibly scary. So because of that, I got a new fur baby. Let me grab him. So everyone, this is Loki. He is a dapple or a merle. I've seen them being called both, Chihuahua. And he's a big guy. He's already 4 months and he weighs just as much as Bruiser, if not a little bit more. He's obviously named after the best character in the Avengers series. I do have other interests outside of makeup, and I guess being a secret nerd is one of them because I named my dog after a villain, and he is a little bit of a villain. He is a little bit evil, but as you can see, he loves his mommy and he loves his brother Bruiser, and he's just been a good little boy. But you will probably hear him barking throughout the video, so sorry in advance for that. So I'm in a new city, I'm in a new apartment, I have a new dog. I graduated. I got my bachelor's degree in criminology and sociology from Western University, so that was a pretty big accomplishment. My little brother graduated high school. There's just been so many events going on lately that I haven't had time to film YouTube videos. Oh, Bruiser! Hi, Bruiser! It's just me and the dogs. So when I saw that Jeffree Star made a new summer collection, I knew that this was a great way to get back into YouTube. In my new program, we've been playing around a lot with audio and visual, and so I wanted to take the skills that I'm actually now learning and put them onto YouTube. So I'm super excited to get started and to see this collection. There seems to be a really wide range of colors. I absolutely died when I saw his video announcing them all. I actually also ordered the palette Thirst Trap. It was the weirdest story. So obviously right when that collection dropped, I was on Beautylish, ordered everything, and immediately, like it was a minute in, the palette wasn't available. It said out of stock, so I was so upset, but I ordered all the lipsticks anyways because I knew I wanted to film this video, and I ordered one of his mirrors, which I've wanted for such a long time, and it looks absolutely adorable. People were saying the palette's still available, it's just showing up as out of stock on Beautylish's app, and you actually need to go onto the website. And so I went onto the website, I ordered the palette. I'm obviously going to have to wait a little bit longer for the palette, but I'm super excited that they got the lipsticks. I got them on Monday, but as I said before, I've just been so bogged down with school that I haven't had a chance to film, and now I'm doing it. So without further ado, because I feel like I've just been rambling on about my life and not about makeup, and I know everyone is here for the makeup, so let's get started. Okay, so the first color that I'll be trying is 818. Now I have his original color, 717. Or is it 816? I have the original pink color, and honestly, I have never really worn it. I've always found it to be a little bit too neon, a little bit too pink for me, so this is supposed to be a little bit more of a pinkish shade, so we'll see how it looks. Okay, wow, this is very, very pink, and I don't want this to come across like my last Jeffree Star video where I was just ragging on all of his products, so I feel like this was a bad one to start with, but this is so pink. You know what and it might be the blue eyeshadow. Do you know what this genuinely reminds me of is when you were a little kid and you would like draw a cartoon of an overly made up woman and it would just have like these bright, god-awful pink lips and bright blue eyeshadow. It's like an 80s failure. Wow, I think I hate the lipstick. I hate the entire look in general. The sleeves aren't helping. I look like I came straight out of the 80s here. But okay, first off, the lipstick is pretty streaky. This took me at least 3 coats to get how I wanted it to look, and it's still not, oh, that's the puppy. It's still not perfect. I don't see how this could be wearable. Loki. I'm pretty pale and I think it looks horrible on my skin tone. I think if you were darker, it would also be way too much. This is exactly the problem I found with that original color. So this definitely would be a pass for me. Let's really, really hope that the next one looks better. Okay, so the next color that I'm going to be trying is Fudge Pop. I figured that we might as well get some of the typical lipstick colors I hate out of the way first. So we've already done pink. Now we are going into a brown. Brown lipsticks became a really big thing 2 years ago. I was first quite on board with them, and then I realized they didn't look good on me. I'm quite pale, as I said before, and just the harshness of a brown lipstick is usually not my thing. However, I haven't tried, and I don't think I've even ever seen a brown lipstick that has a shimmer to it. So let's see, maybe I'll be surprised, maybe I'll keep being negative. So this is Fudge Pop. I'll start off with the positive. The pigmentation was great. It only took me 1 swipe to get like a pretty solid impact. However, I'm already feeling it to be a little bit dry. I think it's an impressive lipstick. I really actually do. I like the shimmer, I like the look, I think it's pretty. I just don't like it on me. I think that it's way too harsh, to be honest. This is sort of getting back to how I thought of myself in brown lipsticks a couple of years before, how I just think that with like the eyebrows and wearing lashes and wearing brown lipstick, and I'm totally for going all out. I just feel like this is a little bit much. However, I think it's an impressive formula. Frankly, just not for me. The shimmers are, sorry I'm looking into a mirror, I just absolutely love this thing. I think that the shimmer is quite impressive. I think that the color payoff is quite impressive. I do think it's a little bit drying, but besides that, I actually do quite like this lipstick. Okay, so I'm going to give myself a break from colors that I frankly hate and go on to Coral Fixation. It looks like flamethrower. It looks like flamethrower. When I used to be a ski instructor, they always used to tell us, give the kids 2 positive things before you give a negative. So I'm gonna give 2 positives for this lipstick first. The first thing, I feel like I'm sort of wearing the cap, the pretty cap color on my lips. The second thing, okay, let's just move on to the negative. I don't think this is coral. So I have my phone here. I am going to Google the color coral. Coral. This is coral. My lips are not coral. When you think coral, you think like a really pretty summertime pink. This is orange. When I Google orange, this is an exact match. So I would call this a plain old orange. I was really, really excited when I heard he was introducing a coral. Frankly, I thought that his line actually really needed a coral, and it was a lipstick that I don't have very many of, and I thought might look pretty on me because I usually do like oranges like Anna Nicole, and I don't mind this actually. I just feel like I already have this exact color with Flamethrower. It's not a bad color. I just feel like with the name Coral Fixation, I was buying a coral. So if this was the only color I bought, if I wasn't buying the entire collection, this probably would have been one of the only colors that I bought. I would have been pretty disappointed. Okay, the next color that I'm going to try is Soft Serve because this is a safe nude color, and I swear I am going to try to be positive. Okay. Here's the real investigative story. Did Jeffree Star actually make new colors? And I'm not kidding. I wish that I was kidding. But this seems like I'm nude, which is a color I don't actually own. So I can't say this conclusively, but this sort of looks like the reason I never bought I'm nude. It just seems like a little bit of a pinker version of the shade. But the reason I never bought I'm Nude, and I have almost every single Jeffree Star lipstick, which is incredibly embarrassing to admit, is because I thought it would be too pale on my skin. I'm sure I've said this before in other videos, but during high school I went through this fun phase where I would just take the concealer that I had put all over my face, just took it straight across the lips, and that's how I would go to school, and it has given me some pretty traumatic memories. And so I've always stayed away from shades that I thought are too light for my skin tone, which, as a side note, is incredibly hard to do considering I am this sickly pale. But shit, I really wanted to be positive. This isn't horrible, it's just really, really light and pink and not what I thought. I was expecting more of a nude. I don't hate this. I just have, okay, I might hate this, but I just have an entire drawer full of nude lipsticks, and this is gonna go in it and probably never be used again because I have so many nude lipsticks that look really, really, really great on me. Some of them are Jeffree, and this just isn't one of them. Okay, so I am just looking to make myself miserable at this point with the shade Huntington Beach. Like all the crazy colors I have that are Jeffree, I probably will not wear this outside of Halloween or St. Patty's Day or some sort of weird event, but I am gonna try this, and as you can see with my earrings and my shadow, I'm very blue right now, so it's gonna be a look. Hi, Bruiser. So this is Huntington Peach, and if I had to weigh whether I'd like to wear Huntington Beach, 818, or Soft Serve, Huntington Beach would win because this actually looks less heinous on me than the other two lipsticks, which is shocking, I know. Yeah, this is actually a very great lipstick. I don't know how often I'm going to like venture out in the town with this, but I don't hate it. This is actually kind of cool, and it's a look, and if I had the balls to, I probably would wear this a lot because I think it looks kind of cute. I don't hate this. So yay, one success. The one I thought I would hate, I am being positive about. Okay, I'm back. I had a little moment. I took some selfies with the blue lipstick, and now I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break and go in with one of my lip scrubs. Every single time I order a Jeffree Star collection, I always order one lip scrub. My purses, my vanity, they are absolutely covered with these. So this one is Orange Gummybear, and it comes in this adorable little orange unicarton. Let me try some. I feel like a lip scrub isn't like a new type of product to review at this point. You know they're good, you know they make your lips feel good. This one tastes nice. I don't remember the last time I actually had an orange gummy bear, so I don't know how accurate it is. Next up is Yummy. Let's go back to the oranges. Now Yummy is actually supposed to be an orange, so it won't have the criticism of being too orange when it's supposed to be coral. This is Yummy. Now, I actually like Yummy. It's a very pretty orange, and what separates it from Coral Fixation is that it's actually supposed to be an orange, but I'll stop shitting on Coral Fixation. Yummy is pretty. I actually also haven't thought about putting in sparkles into an orange lipstick before, which was kind of the same with the brown lipstick. So I like that Jeffree did that. It definitely sets them apart from other brands that make liquid lipsticks because there are just so many on the market now that it's good that he's doing like new, unique things. This is actually quite pretty. I do like this. It went on nicely. It's not too dry. The shimmer is... You're supposed to tap to activate the shimmer. The shimmer is actually quite pretty. Overall, I like this. I like it with the look. I think this is really pretty for the summer. And look, I'm saying positive things. Okay, so up next is Thirst Trap. I'm just going to do a disclaimer. I know this is going to be too pale on my skin. I know it's going to be too shimmery, and I know I probably won't like it. So I'm going to try my absolute hardest to review this lipstick as a lipstick and not my personal thoughts on making a champagne colored lipstick that likely won't look good on anyone. Hi, it's me, Amanda, from the early 2000s, to tell you that this trend sucks. This trend really, really sucks. This is just so white and so light and so in your face. 2000s glamorous Hollywood actress walks the red carpet and then looks back 10 years later and thinks like, what the absolute hell was I doing with my makeup? It just seems dated to me. Like, this really does seem like a dated color. I know that he said in his video this would look really cute if you put in the middle of your lips with another color. I think it would. I just think that I have highlighters that can do that. I have lip glosses that can do that. I sometimes just do that with like two different colors themselves. So, okay, I promised I wouldn't shit on this lipstick. So, as far as formula goes, it's actually quite pretty. It's very shimmery, it's very sparkly, and like, if Jeffree had made this just a hint darker, I honestly think I would have worn this a ton. I think it's really, really pretty. I just think that with like the pale color plus the super shimmer plus the kind of silvery undertones, it just really seems like something you would see on like a BuzzFeed listicle of 2000s makeup fails or like makeup transformations from the 2000s. You won't believe these. So yeah, just not a fan. And last but not least is the color Cherry Wet. So this is Cherry Wet. A little bit of a disclaimer, I've actually already worn this shade 3 times. I absolutely love it. As soon as I got my package in the mail, this was the first shade I put on. The color is just so pretty, and I usually say that I hate pink lipsticks, which is just something I've reiterated over and over and over on this channel, but this is actually the pinker version of I'm Shook, in my opinion, which is so pretty, and it's actually one of my favorite red pinkish lipsticks that I have in my collection. I am absolutely obsessed with this. I don't really have anything negative to say about this. I wore it last night, I had a sandwich, I had some froyo, I had a beer, and none of it came off. It's really long lasting, it's really pretty, and this made up for some of the bad shades in the collection. So let's go through it. Out of the collection, there were definitely some misses. I feel like we really started this video off on a rough start. 818 is a mess, like literally a mess. I think that if any color had to go in the collection, it would definitely be 818. It's patchy, it's streaky, it's not a cute color. It's just, I'm not really a fan of it whatsoever. Moving on to Fudge Pop, I think the Fudge Pop was good for what it was. Brown to me doesn't scream summer. Shimmer does, but brown still doesn't for me, or at least for my skin tone. But I do think that it was an impressive lipstick, and definitely not like a fail for me. Moving on to Soft Serve. Soft Serve was also horrible. I thought that it would be this like pretty nude with a bit of pink, which would be cute for the summer. It just wasn't. I think it had the same undertones as 818, which is almost like a neon. I don't know if you can have neon as an undertone, but somehow Jeffree Star did. I feel like there are so many pretty nude lipsticks out there. Jeffree has put out so many nude pretty lipsticks that I just don't know personally why I would ever use Soft Serve. Huntington Beach, that was a shocker. I actually quite liked Huntington Beach. I thought that the blue was pretty. I actually like the monochromatic blue look, so if you're looking for a little bit of like a look inspiration, I think that the lids and the blue lips looked super cute together, weirdly enough. So yeah, super impressed with that. I might actually wear that color, so definitely a win for me. Moving on, Coral Fixation and Yummy. The two colors were both oranges, but mind you, Yummy was marketed as an orange, while Coral Fixation was not. So Yummy was a total win. I loved the shimmers. I loved the color. I think that it was really unique and really pretty, and went on well. Coral Fixation, I had such high hopes. I wanted that pretty coral color. It just wasn't that. It wasn't a bad color, but it's definitely been done with Flamethrower, which is like a decently similar color to Anna Nicole. It's a true orange. I showed you what a coral looked like. Coral Fixation was not a coral. I think that the entire collection honestly could have just done without Coral Fixation, because you could buy some of his other orange lipsticks, and I just genuinely would feel bad if somebody bought Coral Fixation thinking that it was a coral color and they ended up getting stuck with another orange. But Yummy was cute. I'll say some positive things about that one. Moving on to Thirst Trap. Again, this felt dated. Like how I said 818 felt dated to the 80s, this felt dated to the early 2000s. Everything is being negative, so we'll move on to Cherry Wet, which was so cute and I love it, and I promise I will actually wear this shade, and maybe I will wear Thirst Trap on top of another shade so it's not a complete waste. Okay, so let's go through them all. Let's first count the wins. So Cherry Wet was definitely a win. Huntington Beach, totally a win. Yummy, also a win. Now let's go into the clear losses. 818, horrible, horrendous. I can't say anything more about this. Soft Serve as well. Sorry. Thirst Trap, just too light for me. And okay, so now we're at these two. Fudge Pop could be considered a win if you like brown lipstick and if it's for your skin tone. I don't see brown lipstick as something that I'd want for the summer, but I don't really see shimmers as something I'd want for the fall. So even then, I'm not really sure when you would wear Fudge Pop, but if brown lipsticks are your thing, let's count this as a win. So now we're getting into Coral Fixation, which I think again was a cute color, just marketed wrong. So for that reason, I'm going to call it a loss. I'm 50-50. I don't want to say don't buy the collection. I would say buy specific colors in the collection that you know you'll wear and that are good for your skin tone. I think that if you know off the bat you don't like neon lipsticks, which frankly I don't think look good on a lot of people, right there, that's two colors you won't wear. Thirst Trap, you don't need. You have highlighters, you have glosses, just like me, you don't need it. Coral Fixation, if you want an orange color and you don't have Flamethrower or Anna Nicole, then yeah, sure, buy Coral Fixation. So then if you wanted that one, then yeah, maybe buy the whole collection because there's 6 colors in there that are cute for you. But there also are some people who won't want Huntington Beach because it is a bit of a crazy color, no matter how cute I thought it was, and won't want Fudge Pop as well because it just, again, is a little bit too dark for them. So I think that you actually really need to sit back, look away from the cute orange packaging, look away from that cute palette, look away from loving Jeffree, and think to yourself, do I actually need these colors? Do I actually want these colors? Or is the package persuading me, like the package of all the lipsticks, is that persuading me to buy colors that I don't need or necessarily want? Because I feel like a lot of us really fall into that trap of like, oh, well, these colors are cute and these colors may be cute, so I'll just buy all of the colors, which I totally did. I had better expectations of 818 and Soft Serve for sure. So yeah, I think I would just really take a step back, think about what you actually wear on a day-to-day basis and whether or not you need this collection. Yummy is pretty unique. Would I buy it again? Maybe not all of the colors, but that's up to you. So hopefully next time I have a little bit more of a positive video. This absolutely breaks my heart to not like another Jeffree Star collection. So make colors I like next time. Anyways, I will see you guys later.